So it's crazy early right now, and I'm on my way to the lake. Mainly because in a couple weeks I have to do my first race in a lake. It has a lake swim, and I don't want to jump in and be my body just completely shocked at the temperature. So you go a few weeks before to sort of acclimatise. This is the thing. It's quite sunny, but it's only 8 degrees. I mean, the water should be warmer than that, but still, it's cold. I survived the lake. It was freezing. So cold. It took me hours to warm up afterwards. But hopefully that means the next time I get in a lake, it won't feel as cold because I've already done the initial frozen. It's that coldness that makes your lungs freeze up, and it's horrible, and I really don't like it. My feet went like blocks of ice. Oh. But yeah, I did about 20 minutes. It took me 20 minutes to do a kilometre. I didn't really mind. I was just glad I got in and out. So yesterday I had a really busy day. I did 2.5 hours pretty hilly bike, and I did an hour's strength and conditioning and an hour's swim. Today I just did the lake, and I've been out with friends all day, so I've been wandering around all day. So tomorrow I'm just gonna do an easy run and then try and chill out as much as possible. I'm gonna get my bike ready. You'll have to excuse me looking like a moron in my helmet. It's my first test ride on Barry. I have affectionately named the Salmon Speedster and also Barry. There is a story behind this, but yeah, it's Barry the Salmon Speedster. I'm terribly nervous, but it's a beautiful morning. Let me show you the morning. I mean, look at this. This is gorgeous. It's about 10 degrees. It's a little chilly, but it's kind of perfect weather for exercising in. And yeah, let's just give this a go. Right, I've been really bad about filming my journey up to this. I'm sorry, there's just been so much going on. But tomorrow is my first half Ironman of the season. It's weird, I was so excited all week leading up to it, and then yesterday afternoon I just suddenly went, oh my gosh, I don't know why either. I've also woken up with a cold, which is great. I actually did this race last year with like the ends of a virus, which was quite unpleasant, but this is nowhere near as bad, so that's a good thing. I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm just destined to be not 100% for this race. So I'm not too worried because it's all in my head at the minute. It's like, it's not my chest or anything, so I just feel a bit blah. Never mind. I'm actually going down to the venue, well, like where it is tonight, and staying with some friends, and then I'll be there obviously early for the morning because it starts at 7:30, so I need to get there like just after 6. So yeah, right now I am going to go for a really quick run. I'm just going to go and do some like 30-second sprints. All I did yesterday was a swim in the evening. So I mean, I'm not really tapering for this event because it's not a big event. It's kind of like a practice for my next one, which is in 3 weeks, and that is my like A race. So I'm using this as a practice, which means, yeah, no taper. Yeah, just train through it, see how it goes. The only thing that's stopping me from being completely excited is the bike, because as you know, I'm riding a new bike for me, and I've ridden it 3 times. And yesterday I fit the bottle cages for the first time, and I discovered the water bottles barely fit in the frame, and they're really stiff in the holders. So I'm just thinking, how on earth am I supposed, I mean, on a bike I'm just about comfortable on, and now I have to wrestle to get these bottles out. And it's going to be really hot, so I'm definitely going to need to drink over a 90-kilometer bike ride. So I think that's the only thing that's kind of stressing me out a little bit, but I'm not really stressed out. I'm going to take the bike later today and just practice pulling the water out and also swapping them over, because I had 2 bottle cages. I'll show you my setup later. So I drink from the one in the front, and then when that's empty I obviously swap it over. For a 90k bike ride, that's all I'll take, because this one's quite a small race. The nutrition stop is basically just you pull over and there's like a table, and I just don't want to. For a 90k I can carry it with me, so I would rather carry it with me. Some people disagree with that because you're heavier when you start off, but I think 2 bottles of water is not really going to be a big deal for me. I'm just catching you up because I've been really bad about the whole week, really. There's been a lot of bike maintenance, bike practice, a lot of work stuff going, and yeah, that's what's happening. I'm going to go for my run. I'm actually going to change out of my pyjamas first. That will help. So I am back from my run, and it's really dark in here. Whew. Okay, I'm going to show you my bike setup. This is my road bike, which is what I normally ride. And then this is what I'm going to be riding tomorrow. Put these in yesterday, and as you can see, they're really tight against, like here, there's so much space to grab it, and here there's none. But I had a thought, I'm going to try and use, because these bottles are like thinner on the top, I feel like they might grab better. I'm going to try. So they're really ruining the colour scheme. They're also, look, oh gosh, they're super tight to get out. It's kind of stressing me out a little bit. I'm gonna go practice and maybe loosen them off.
Jenny, Ness, me, night before Marshman, I nearly forgot the name. We're all very chilled about the whole thing.
By the seaside.
Georgie's got a cold and her legs keep spasming. She's just getting her excuses in now before she whops her ass tomorrow.
Yeah, that's my secret plan.
Yep.
At the champs.
I think Jenny's gonna whoop all our asses.
I just learned what champs were today. So I was like, so Georgie's like, oh, about the champs. I'm like, oh, the champs. What are the champs?
Yeah.
What are the champs?
Because it's club champs. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I won! It was a really crazy kind of day. It was crazy because I had that cold I woke up with on Saturday. My whole body was aching. I didn't sleep that night. I was like freezing cold. I was waking up every single half an hour. I was just like, oh, I'll still get 6 hours sleep. I'll still get 5 hours sleep. I'll still get 4 hours sleep, 3 hours, 2 hours. Because then once I finally warmed up, then I was sweating, like properly boiling, and I thought, great, this means I have a temperature, doesn't it? I've gone from being ice cold to overly hot. So at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to pull out of this race because I'm sick. I got up at 5 to race. I woke up, I got up, I was like, you know what? I feel okay. I'm just gonna go, give it a go, see what happens. I had some proper coffee. And then I had a really bad swim. Did not enjoy my swim at all. But then I got out, I had a really good transition compared to everyone else, I think. Because everyone got out before me, and then I managed to sort of beat everyone out of transition. And then the bike, it was freezing cold and windy. I just thought I don't want to push it too hard in case I am kind of sick. I kind of took it a little conservatively, but my fingers had gone numb, and my feet were, my left foot was really painful because it was like numb, but that numb you can feel, it was terrible. So the second lap, I just sort of went, you know what, let's smash this, let's push it. Well, I did a 2:44 bike, which for me was great. Yes. And then the run, so I had several friends doing the race with me. A lot of people I knew doing it, and I knew that 2 of them, they could probably beat my run time, and I didn't know how far behind me on the bike they were. It was 4 laps the run, and I just kept thinking they could be coming up behind me at any moment. So I just spent like the whole time pushing harder. I was like, I can push harder. If I had like at least 5 minutes on the bike with them, then they'd have to, I was like working at all the different times in my head, like they'd have to do at least like 20 seconds a kilometre faster to catch up at this point and all this stuff. And so this is what I do, maths to keep me going in runs. I just kept not wanting anyone to overtake me. I know this sounds really I'm not normally a massively competitive person. Apparently I am. I got to the 4th lap and I took over. I'm not saying taking over, I passed quite a few women because you never know what lap anyone's on or what race they're even doing. And this woman said to me, she went, "Oh, well done. What lap you on?" And I said 4. And I was really glad I was on my 4th lap because I was kind of like done by that point. And she said, oh, well done, me too. And she knew that she was in the lead, and I had no idea she was in the lead. So apparently I was then in the lead, and I just kept running. And I kind of thought, oh, she seemed quite good. She's probably going to do one of those like last minute pushes at the end and catch me. But then near the end, you sort of turn around and double back so you can see people coming. And there was just no one coming towards me when I doubled back. And I thought, oh, I might actually be able to win my club championship. Because none of the friends I thought that would be behind me were right behind me. So then I remember I just went to the finish line, and the finish line was empty. Like, because the spectators were out on the run course was set from the finish line. So you kind of came off the run course to get to the finish line. And I went over, and all that was there was the timing chip dude. And he took my timing chip, and he took my number, and he printed me out. You get a printout of your time, and then it gives you your position based on overall, so out of everyone who's done the race, on your gender and on your age group. So all I was hoping was that I'd won my age group. The first thing I did was just look for that number, and it said age group position 1, and I was like, yes, I won my age group, I'm so happy. And then the guy went, oh, you were first woman over. And I'm like, what? He said, you've just won the women's race. And I thought, no, I haven't. And I was in total shock. I did not believe him at all. And I started crying because all I wanted to do was win my age group. And and he was like, yeah, you've won. And I said, no, I haven't. And he was just like, you've won. And because there was no one at the finish line, I just was like, thanks. And just sort of, I was holding my piece of paper like they were going to take it away from me. And I just wandered off, like, not believing it. And then I found a couple of guys from my club. One of them said to me, he's like, are you okay? And I remember I just sort of hugged him. I needed a hug. I was like, no. I said, they're saying I won. And he was like really laughing. Yeah, he was like, congratulations. Yeah, I just didn't believe it. I mean, it was a very small race. It wasn't a big field. I ended up doing a 5 hour, 9 minute half Ironman. A massive personal best for me. I did that race last year, and it was the first half Ironman I did when I did that race last year, and it took me 5 hours, 54 minutes. So that's the difference a year of training can make. Stick at it, guys. Yeah. So my next race is Ironman 70.3 Staffordshire. So that's actually an Ironman branded race. So that will be a big field. That is going to be massive. I'm going to try and use that to qualify for the European Championships. I have to come within 115% of the winning girl in my age group. And then I think you get ranked because there's only so many spots. I don't know. I'm just going to go and race staffs the best I can, and we will see what happens.